Take a lollipop.
Oh, thank you.
Take a lollipop. Here. I thought I would give suckers to the suckers.
Whoa.
You told me that it's not big, Courtney, so why are you changing it now?
Courtney, you told Usman that Colt had a small
You personally tell me that it was like this.
What?
We talk a lot in room and we talk to each other most of the time. And I think she's still like feeling me.
You guys are still talking?
So tell-alls have this funny habit of stirring up trouble. For Chantel, revelations about the resort could wind up causing her problems in her new relationship. But when you also add in her mum, well, that's when things could get crazy. Now, on the other hand, Usman, fresh from the ego blow that he's been dealt, also wants to stir things up. So let's rewind to the start and kick off proceedings with Chantel.
While you met some great guys in Tulum, there was actually a friend from back home named Ashley who was constantly on your mind. So did it complicate things?
It did complicate things.
Yeah, Chantel was nervous about how her family would react to her dating a girl. But now that she and Ashley are official, she seems a lot more relaxed about it. Now, the cast are all happy for her, and Chantel is excited to welcome Ashley on stage. So, question number one, how has life changed for them both since their friendship turned into a relationship?
We're living together.
Ashley.
I mean, we're having such a good time in life. We do everything together.
Ashley says she knew she couldn't just allow Chantel to leave and find a new guy without being honest with her and telling her how she really felt. And it turns out she's glad that she did that because the pair of them are very happy together. But, of course, this wouldn't be a tell-all without the producers trying to stir up some drama. You see, it's at this point that they show Ashley Chantel's kiss with Jennifer. Remember, this was one that they shared during a game at the resort. But Ashley, seeing it, isn't very happy.
I definitely did not want to see that. Did not want to see it.
We weren't, like, locked in at that time.
I don't give a that was up.
Yeah, she's really not happy. Ashley's perspective on this, right, is that Chantel was at the resort to look for a new guy to date. You weren't there to be kissing other girls, she says. Now, while she didn't like seeing that, she does know what to do to fix it. Like, feeling the need to prove herself, she walks up to Chantel and gives her the kind of kiss that proves her chemistry with Chantel is way better, and Chantel happily obliges.
Was that kiss better than Jennifer?
Yes, absolutely.
I hope so.
I knew it was better. It's always better.
And again, clearly feeling the need to prove something to everyone. They go on to say that while that kiss was good, we're saving the best stuff for behind closed doors. Now, for the time being at least, it's all very jovial, the mood is light. But that isn't gonna last for long. Things are about to get a lot more serious. You see, while Chantel was very nervous about her family's reaction to her dating a girl, as we're about to see, it seems she was right to be concerned.
But I've already had some loved ones give me a call to tell me that they don't think I'm doing the right thing.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
Seriously?
Now, interestingly, none of Chantel's family actually know that she's living with Ashley yet. Like, it's funny how she's chosen to reveal this to the public before telling her nearest and dearest. Like, my mum knows that we're dating, she says, but she doesn't know that we live together. So why is that? Why is she hiding it from her? Well, it might be because Chantel is keen to set more boundaries with her family. And when Karen is invited on stage, it quickly becomes apparent why those boundaries are necessary.
Take a lollipop.
Oh, thank you.
Take a lollipop. Here. I thought I would give suckers to the suckers.
Whoa.
This is the world's worst Willy Wonka. Like, what a way to talk to your daughter and her girlfriend. It's like she's here to publicly humiliate her, chastise her in front of everyone. I mean, what's immediately apparent is two things. Number one, Karen is determined to be the star of the show here. Nothing new there. And number two, she still treats Chantel like a little girl. Now, when Karen gets asked by Suki what it is that she doesn't like about the relationship, why she sees them both as suckers, Karen reveals that she and Ashley used to be friends, but she now thinks that Ashley only used her to try and get close to Chantel. Plus, she says, I still haven't forgiven Ashley. In fact, I told her never to talk to me again after something that happened at my other daughter's wedding. Ashley was helping us to clear up the garbage afterwards, but ended up sending me a rude text message.
Another
we were
party
missing
was
our
coming.
garbage bags, and
Yes.
we texted you.
She texted me, well, they're not supposed to be on the cleaning lady's cart.
Yeah,
To me.
but that's
To
not
me.
how I said it.
Via text.
Seriously? Like, is this really why Karen now hates Ashley? Because of garbage and perceived attitude through a text message? I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's made even more of a spectacle by the fact that Karen starts throwing around garbage bags. Like, she literally gets up and starts prancing around the stage with it. She's the one making a spectacle of herself. It's very me. She wants all attention on her.
It's very festive in here.
Oh, got your bags.
Your mom is pissed off.
Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what Karen's trying to achieve here, but she sure has brought a lot of props. What next? What else does she have in that coat of hers? Is she going to pull out a dove or something? Like, just look at poor Chantel's face. She looks horrified. She looks so embarrassed by her mum right now. Now, when she does eventually finish her performance and sit down, Karen clarifies that she has a few issues with Ashley. Number one, I don't like to be used, she says. And number two, I don't like the attitude that I received from her. But, she says, there's also a number three.
Ashley, I do feel like you're a clout chaser.
No. Hold up a second. You talking about clout chasing, but look at you being here. Look at you being here. You're acting like really crazy and
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, if we compare how Ashley has been since arriving on stage to the way that Karen has been, you'd have to say that there's only one person here desperate for attention. Don't get me wrong, I mean, Karen might have legitimate reasons not to like Ashley. After all, she knows her better than we do. But if that is the case, and it's a big if, well, she's going about trying to protect her daughter in completely the wrong fashion. And Ashley has had enough.
I'm about to get crazy.
Oh, I'm about to get crazy too.
She came here throwing trash bags, giving me suckers and calling me sucker and but who's the clout chaser?
Okay, that is a bit of a red flag, isn't it? That's quite the temper that Ashley seems to have. Is she entitled to be annoyed? Yeah. But is this anger warranted for someone who prances around stage with a garbage bag or gives out lollipops? I'd suggest it's a little bit over the top. Now, the reason for Ashley's anger is she believes that Karen is trying to ruin her relationship with Chantel. But Karen disputes this. She says she just wants to protect Chantel. I've already seen one guy, Pedro, use her to get on TV and then hurt her. I don't want to see my daughter in the same situation again, she says. Now, quite aside from the fact that, again, this just proves that she sees Chantel as someone incapable of protecting herself. A little kid in need of her mummy, almost. Rob and Elise try to point out to her that the way she's going about this isn't right. It's not kind to her daughter. But Karen isn't ready to hear that criticism.
Shut the hell up. I don't care what you say.
Karen, that's your daughter. There's no excuse for that.
Are you nuts?
I think you're nuts, Karen. You're her mom.
I am nuts sometimes.
Well, that's quite the temper too. Turns out Ashley and Karen might have more in common than just the jackets that they're wearing. Like, honestly, it's Chantel that I feel for most here. Now, Suki wants to clarify something. Tell me, Karen, she asks, is the problem that you have with Ashley, is the problem that you have with this relationship because of the fact that Ashley is female?
I am not upset with Chantel being with a woman. I just don't want anybody getting hurt at the end of the day.
I'm not gonna be the one to hurt her.
I heard that before.
Yeah, it's safe to say that Karen isn't convinced yet. But, as it turns out, this isn't the end of the revelations. You see, Chantel has something else that she's also nervous to tell Karen about. What is that, you might ask? Well, she admits that she's in love with Ashley. Things between us, Mum, are actually getting quite serious, she says. Chantel is well aware that this might lead to some issues within their family.
And I know that, like, a lot of my family, they don't like it. So
That's them, Chantel. Don't cry.
Seeing how much this affects and upsets her daughter does thankfully seem to soften Karen up a bit. She even says to Chantel that I'll always support you no matter what. But hearing this, Chantel decides to try and push her luck. You see, whilst making it clear that no one has yet proposed, she does want to clarify something with her mum.
how would you feel if it was me and Ashley getting married?
I am an extremely worried mom, but Chantel, I would come to the wedding.
Look, Karen certainly isn't fully on board with this relationship, but that response is better than they expected. So deciding to end things here on a high note, everyone bids goodbye to Ashley and Karen. But Karen wants us to know she's willing to see how things play out, but she still has her misgivings. Now, as for Chantel, well, getting her mum's support like this seems to have given her a big boost. Like, she has some very big plans for their future.
I could see myself getting engaged or married to Ashley. I just don't know if, I'm gonna propose or if she's gonna propose. So cute.
I guess we're just gonna have to watch this space. But for now, attention now turns back to Usman, Colt and Cortney. Usman says that the resort was hard for him because he didn't want to compete for Courtney, he just wanted to love her. But while Courtney says that she's sad she hurt Usman, that doesn't mean that she believes every word that came out of his mouth.
How did you feel when Usman would say, "I love you, Courtney"? Did you buy it?
No, I felt like it wasn't genuine. It was just words.
Yeah, precisely. I mean, he might have said he loved her, but she also had to beg him before he even asked her out on a date. Now, for what it's worth, Usman believes that this is just because he does things differently from Americans. But he does concede, I should have made a move because ultimately my lax attitude allowed Colt to swoop in. But let's not go pretending like Colt is perfect, he says.
Colt had the opportunity and he won her heart. But I am pretty sure that it's not going to last. Just give it a little time. I promise it's going to end.
That's up.
Now, Colt still doesn't care what Usman has to say. He says he's never once felt even the remotest bit threatened by Usman. Like, even though Usman and Courtney had a history, even though they went on vacation together, and even though Courtney came into this with preconceived ideas about me, Colt says, I was still never worried about Usman.
She came up to me and said, I'm not gonna like you. I'm like, okay. I don't know how I came in and suddenly woo her heart.
Colt's got game. I don't care what anybody says. He's a vagina whisperer.
Honestly, what a tell-all. We've got Willy Wonkers and Vagina Whisperers. That might just be the title for this video, who knows. Now, on that topic, if you're enjoying this video, do me a favour please. Hit that subscribe button. Nearly 65% of people watching this aren't currently subscribed. Come on, I mean, I'm sure we can do better than that. Hit that subscribe button and let's move on. Now, in a development that should surprise absolutely no one, Usman doesn't agree that Colt's a vagina whisperer. Heck, he says, Courtney has actually confided in me about the size of Colt's manhood. She wasn't impressed, he says. I mean, that's quite the revelation, isn't it? Like, he's killing two birds with one stone, isn't he? He's simultaneously insulting Colt, but also throwing Courtney under the bus.
You told me that it's not big, Courtney, so why are you changing it now?
Courtney, you told Usman that Colt had a small
You personally tell me that it was like this.
Usman is trying to stir up trouble, isn't he? Now, there is definitely a conversation that needs to be had about why Courtney is sharing that with Usman. Like, what are the circumstances that led to Courtney and Usman talking about penis sizes? But at the same time, this is clearly one last shot to either try and break them up, or for Usman to try and reclaim his fractured ego. He's trying to desperately show that he is, after all, more of a man than Colt. But if that is indeed his aim, he's set to be disappointed.
How many people are you telling about my
I don't
tallywhacker?
think I told Usman though.
I heard about it.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, not only is Colt not angry, but he also seems to find it funny. Now, Courtney tries to clarify that what she said about Colt's penis came from before she had personal experience with it. That was just what I heard from online gossip from all of his exes, she says. It was from before I actually got to see it, but once I did see it, those rumours were confirmed to be inaccurate.
He's a grower, not a shower, so...
Yeah.
So is it big?
I'd say above average.
Now, thankfully, we do eventually move on from this topic, and it's at this point that Usman's ex, Kimberly, is invited to join everyone. Apparently, she and Usman are still friends. They talk often. They were even speaking while he was at the retreat, we learn.
Kimberly.
Now, when asked about her opinions about what happened at the retreat, Kimberly says that Courtney led Usman on. She should have cut ties with Usman. She should have been honest with him as soon as Colt got hurt and she realised how deep her feelings were for him. But, she goes on to say, this isn't all on Courtney.
But I know how Usman is too, and Usman plays a lot of games, and Usman does not say things directly. You did the same thing to me. You've got to learn to be more clear.
Yeah, Usman did play games at the retreat. Like, he acted as if he didn't know Courtney at first, and then he also went on a date with someone else just to try and make Courtney jealous rather than asking her out. Like, it was a stupid plan and it didn't work. But Colt seizes on this opportunity. He uses this as an opportunity to go after Usman. He wants to draw attention to that aspect of Usman's personality.
He doesn't chase women. He wants women to fall over and buy him. His love language is give me.
No, that's not what I said.
You're a sugar baby.
Damn.
Now, notably, Kimberly stays very silent at that. Like, her reaction is actually quite funny. We all remember, of course, the fact that she showered him with gifts, and he very much seemed to like those gifts more than he liked her. But, and far be it for me to speculate as to why, whether or not that might be why he still keeps her in his life, whether he may still be getting something out of that arrangement. The truth is, for as accurate as that claim by Colt may be, unfortunately, Colt isn't exactly the best person to be delivering that message.
You know I gotta call out hypocrisy now. Don't you live at her house? Are you paying rent?
I pay for things. I
Is he
take
my
her
sugar
out.
baby?
Yeah, Colt can't really talk. Now, Usman maintains that he's actually the hardest working person here today. I can give Courtney way more than Colt ever could, he says. If me and Courtney were together, then I'd have already asked her to marry me, he claims. But from what he says next, it kind of sounds like he hasn't completely given up hope that that day may one day come.
We talk to each other most of the time. And I think she's still like feeling me.
You guys are still talking?
That seems to be Usman's MO, doesn't it? He likes to try and keep multiple women, multiple exes in his life to maybe one day try and go back to them. We literally saw him do just that when he tried to get back with his ex, Zara, while still with Kim. Now, Courtney clarifies that she's only talking to him as a friend. Colt's okay with this, and just to be clear, she says, there is no future for you and I. I've made my choice. I've made a right choice, and I don't regret it. Sorry, Usman, it's time for you to let go. It's time to move forward.
So, Usman, what does the future look like for you?
I'm gonna get married this year.
What?
Usman, are you engaged?
Now, he does confirm that he isn't engaged, and he even says that he hasn't yet met the girl that he plans on marrying yet, but it's just that he's in a rush. I intend to find someone, fall in love, quickly get married, and start having kids, he says. Now, interestingly, over the last couple of weeks, reports have emerged that he might be doing just that. He might actually now be engaged, and surprise, surprise, it is with a lady that lives in America. He plans on coming to the States. Anyone shocked by that? Yeah. Now, either way, at the time of recording this tell-all, there is at least one cast member who's rooting for him, who claims he'd make a great husband.
I'll be at your wedding. I'll walk you down the aisle.
Oh.
I want to see that, Kimberly and Usman together at Usman's wedding.
It's not problematic at all.
Yeah, I agree with Rob. Not problematic at all. No, of course not. I don't know what world Kimberly thinks she lives in. But for as much as it's time for Usman to let go of Courtney, it's also time for her to let go of Usman. So with that, with Usman off to search for his future wife and with Courtney and Colt headed back home to try and make their relationship work, it remains to be seen what the future holds for them all. Like, good luck to them. I think they're all gonna need all the luck they can get.